happen. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Back. Welcome back to Ocala Talk. On a Monday, in the studio with me now is a person I blame for my recent weight gain. I'm going to be honest with you. I put on an extra 7 pounds since last Thursday, or last Friday, and last Friday is when, make sure I got our microphone on. Last Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday is when I got 2 lemon drops, 2 fresh cannoli, and a eclair. So...
I had them too. I had 2 cannolis and a lemon drop. That was it, but I couldn't resist.
Linda from the MAGNOLIA Italian Bakery joins us. Linda, how are you?
I'm good. I had a fabulous weekend.
You look rested.
I was my niece got married on the beach Saturday night, and it was just the most beautiful thing I had ever been to. It was so untraditional for an Italian family, but we had a great time. It was beautiful.
I had relatives that refused to come to my wedding when I got married. The first time I got married, it was a big wedding. We had 8 bridesmaids, 8 groomsmen, 300 people. It was huge.
We did too.
And they refused to come. I had family members on my mom's side that refused to come because it was an outdoor wedding, not officiated by a Catholic priest, and it wasn't in a church.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, as a matter of fact, her sister was the justice of the peace that married her. It was the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Not very traditional, like you said. I think my sister cried for a week, but she got over it. They're married and on their honeymoon now.
Well, you know, a lot of people in the Italian culture still hold the traditional Catholic wedding very important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And she's got 3 girls. That's 1 down and 2 to go.
So one of those 2 children
better
left,
have a party.
they're going to have to.
Yeah.
They're going to have the traditional wedding.
Yeah.
And if they don't want it, they're going to be angry at their other 2 sisters for them having to get the short straw.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to happen. But talk about that. 50 years ago, I'm celebrating 50 years, my husband and I. Married.
And you hadn't killed Sal yet.
And, well, when we first got married, we said, well, how are we going to do this? Because our family said we'd never make it because we were 19. And we said to each other, so how are we going to do this? We love each other. We're inseparable. And so he says to me, well, I believe in divorce Italian style. I was like, okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
So we've worked together for 50 years, and we haven't killed each other yet.
Right.
So
people, if you don't know what she means by divorce Italian style, wake and funeral. That's what she means.
But, I think when you're together that long, love just grows and grows. But anyway, the reason why I'm telling you this is because when I was married 25 years, I had planned this big 25th anniversary. I had rented a hall. I had a DJ. I made all the food.
Right.
Because I wanted to do that. For my husband, I wanted to do that. And then my daughter came home one weekend after letting me stay with her dog and said, Mom, I eloped.
Oh.
So I says, well, we're going to be having a party. So I called everybody up that got invitation to the 25th anniversary, and I changed it to a wedding.
Well, there you go.
So now I'm married 50 years, and I'm planning a surprise anniversary party for my husband.
He listens to the show every day.
I know he's on the car now. Well, I'm hoping he's not listening. But what we're going to do at the bakery just this week, because I was married in July, is we're going to have prizes. Everyone that comes in is going to win something, whether it's a cupcake or a sandwich or a T-shirt or something. I just feel the need to celebrate in July. And since I'm not doing it with my husband, he works nights, I work days.
What day did you take the nuptials in July?
July 2nd.
July 2nd.
1970. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, my wife and I are 1 year. 1 year.
That is beautiful.
This Saturday.
I'll never forget our first year.
July 23rd will be 1 year this Saturday.
Congratulations. That is so cool. It's my son's birthday. It was a good day.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm looking forward to it. We planned something and then it fell through. We planned something and it fell through. Then with the unfortunate situation this weekend, we're probably going to be a little less than we thought it was going to be, but it's fine. We have
I'm-
each other, and that's all that matters.
That's right. I'm planning my 50th for the fall, even though I was married in July. Dates don't mean anything to me.
Nah.
This way I don't get disappointed.
But let's talk for a minute as we're talking about weddings and all. That's something you specialize in, is wedding cakes.
Oh, I just love to make wedding cakes, and the brides are just so precious, and sometimes the grooms are unbelievable. I went to deliver a wedding cake, I guess this must have been 15, 20 years ago, and as I'm pulling up, it was a backyard wedding, but it was big cake, and as I'm pulling up, the groom is in the front of the house. I guess the bride was inside, and he goes, "Linda, I spent last night just dreaming about that wedding cake." I was like, "No, you're supposed to be dreaming about your wife." I'll never forget that.
Yeah, you do such a good job with cakes, and I know that I came in there the other day. You were decorating a cake when I came in the other day because I had to return the pizza stone.
Yeah, I
Oh,
had
by
a
the
lot
way,
of
the
fun.
pizza,
Yeah.
huge success.
Oh, good, good.
Huge success. And even my good friend Sue Mosley had a slice of it and said the sauce was great and everything. So the whole
Cool.
thing was very good.
Cool.
The pizza came out perfectly good. My wife was very happy with it. So I'm returning the pizza stone.
Cool.
You're in the middle of decorating, putting roses on a cake when
Well, I'm surprised you didn't catch me in one of our operas because, my husband and I have been together for 50 years. And I had, and people are like, "We can hear you in there." I was like, "If my husband's not behaving, you will hear my opera."
Yeah. So, but when I came in, the place was packed. You had like 12, 15 people in there all getting lunch and everything.
Yeah.
What do you serve lunch from 11 to 3 or something?
Yes, we do. It's lunch and then early dinners. Lots of people pick up the lasagna dinners, early dinners, and there's no cooking and cleaning.
Go
They
right
just-
back in the oven.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done it numerous times. Take them home.
Yeah. And then my special sauce. Everybody just loves that sauce, and I tell them the recipe. I just don't tell them the quantities.
Right. That's the
So
difference.
That's the secret.
difference. Yeah. And by the way, let's be honest. I know you know them because it's your job, but most people that know how to cook Italian and everything, we learn the recipes from our mothers,
Right.
who learned it, or our fathers who
Right.
learned it from their mothers and
course.
fathers, and it's really just a little bit of this, a little bit of
Yes.
that.
And you can't-
If
you
you
can't
ask
tell
me, if you
anybody.
ask me how much paprika I put into, or how much thyme I put,
You can't
I
do
have
it.
no idea.
I try.
I know what my mom showed me, and
Yeah.
that's what goes.
And it goes in the hands. So I try to teach people, and I pour it in my hands, and then I try to pour it in a measuring cup so I can tell somebody how to do it, and I can't even get it right.
No.
I can only do it by eye.
Yeah.
I can't do it any other way.
So that's why they have to. That's why when we redid the commercial and everything, we talked about the traditions of the Magnolia Italian Bakery passed down from generation to generation. That's because that's how it's always done.
That's how we were taught.
Nobody. My mom never said so. You take.
half a cup of this.
Yeah, you don't take. You take 16 ounces of crushed tomatoes. She never.
No.
She's like, look, you take the tomatoes, you put them in the blender, you blend them up. I like,
Be
how many
careful
tomatoes?
not to blend the white seeds
Right.
because it makes it bitter.
No, you got to take the white seeds out.
Or you
know.
can't do that. You just pulse it.
Right,
So
you pulse it.
You
not,
don't blend the
but,
seeds.
But just people don't realize that there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just that's how my mom. Somebody goes, "How do you get sauce so
when
good?"
I was a little girl,
Yeah.
my grandmother, we crushed tomatoes through the colander, through the
Right.
strainer, and we did take the seeds out. You're right about that.
Yeah.
It was different then.
That's what
The
we did.
skin
We
and the
crushed.
seeds.
We
Yeah,
crushed
you're
them.
right about that.
We had the colander that you would put them
Yeah.
in, and then you'd crush them
Right.
like you were making
Not
mashed
anymore.
potatoes.
Not anymore. I just use a blender and I be careful.
But that's what I did as a kid.
Yeah,
is my
me
grandma
too.
would do that, and then you'd pour it in the blender, and then.
Yeah, you're
liquefy.
right about that.
So-
yeah, you're right.
But the one thing I won't do ever again is I'm never making pasta again. Ever. I'm buying it in a box. I'm never making pasta again.
We have a sale on our imported pasta, and what people tell me about that is, we'll cook it and we don't eat it all. We'll put it in the refrigerator, and we take it out of the refrigerator. It was like we just made it. The imported pastas, I have them 3 for $6 or $2.59 a pound, and they say, I know. I'm spoiled. That's all we eat is imported pasta. But people see the difference that it's fresh. A day or two later, in the refrigerator, it's still fresh.
I just won't make pasta anymore because as a 9-year-old, my job was to do this.
Oh, nothing automatic.
On the pasta machine. Yeah, there was no automatic pasta maker in my grandma's house.
Yeah.
You just turned the dial.
Yeah, I still have it. I hide it, but I still have it.
And you know, you make it when you make pasta, you're making the spaghetti. You're making all of it because the dough's out and everything. It's a pain in the back.
The best thing to make is the ones that you can't buy, like the little tiny little lasagna noodles. I forgot what they call them, but they're curly on both sides, but they're not bigger than a half an inch.
Right, they're small. So but you can get all of this from the Italian bakery.
Yeah, we have it on the shelf.
Not only that, I haven't even touched on, even though we talked about the eclairs and the cannoli and all, everything you have, and my wife has figured this out now. She goes, anything we get from Linda's got a 72-hour shelf life. I go, that's about all it can go.
Unless you freeze it.
Unless you freeze it.
Right away, though,
Right.
because I make it that day, you freeze it that day, you can have it fresh.
Like we took a fresh loaf of bread that we had frozen. We got for free, $10 or more. You get a
Right.
loaf of bread for free. We froze it that day. 4
the
weeks
only
ago. We dated it 4 weeks ago. We used it this weekend. It was fantastic, just like it came out of the oven.
My husband's a stickler like that. He says, you make sure they're using it fresh. Don't you ever give anything to anybody that, they don't know it has
Sal
no
loves
preservatives.
his bread, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it has no preservatives in it, no additives, no shine, nothing to make it. Instant dough is something that makes the dough grow in half of 7 hours it takes to raise a dough. But they can do it in like 2 or 3.
Just like they
we
can
don't-
with a chicken or a pig. We don't
use
want those.
any additives. There's so many additives they put in bread, but we don't use any of them.
Yeah, just like, they can take a chicken from hatching to full grown in like 9 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, 9-10 weeks with the steroids. And I'm like, I want my chicken to be a year old. Can he just grow up normal on a farm and
Yeah.
So,
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
So tell people where the Magnolia Bakery is if they don't know. I know you're closed today. You're all
We're
closed on
Sunday and
Monday.
Monday. Today's my hardest day to work. We clean today.
Right.
But so we're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 3. We also make arrangements for early pickups, like for cakes and caterings, or late pickups or deliveries. People call us from all over the United States to deliver these neighboring counties. We deliver Lake County, Citrus County, Alachua County, Marion County. We make deliveries.
So, if you want lunch or anything, you can go 11 to 3,
11
Tuesday
to 3,
through
that's
Saturday.
it. 11 to 3, right.
Right. So, and you were busy the other day in there for lunch. You had a crowd in there.
Yeah, we hop to it. It's like one of those TV shows where they give you a half hour to do everything.
Right.
Well, we have just this little window where everybody's hungry.
Well, as long as you don't feed Ralph, I'm good.
So that's what So I tell people, if you're picking up a cake, come between 1 and 3.
Yeah,
'Cause
don't
lunch is
don't
over.
come at 11 to 2.
Yeah,
because
right.
lunch is there.
Right.
And Ralph, if you're listening, don't go ever. You don't ever. Just go.
He's good.
Just
He's
go.
really
just
good.
go listen when Linda wants a new commercial.
He
That's all
likes
you
the
do.
muffins, the
He does.
blueberry muffins.
Yeah, he really
the
likes
cream
those.
cheese muffins. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fan. But his health won't allow him to eat things like cannoli.
Yeah, but he's good. He
Right.
just goes
He's
in
very
there and he
good at it.
drinks coffee.
Yeah, I know.
Behaves.
Hey, well, I don't know about behaves.
Well, I tell people that I know that are diabetics. I says, I have the right to refuse you, because your wife told me.
Your wife told me. Linda, thanks so much for being here this morning. And don't work too hard today. And I got to come.
today.
By the way, I have to come see you. Hopefully, my wife's not listening. I have to come see you
I know.
sometime this week.
I know.
You know.
I know.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more after this timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Real people are getting real and lasting pain relief at QC Kinetics.
Who would have thought that I would be in better shape now than after I got out of the Marines at 22?
It's great to be active again.
I've played 36 holes multiple days in a row without pain. Everything is great.
Are you tired of living with chronic joint pain? QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge regenerative medicine to restore and repair damaged tissue, natural healing agents from your own body, so your body can heal itself the way it was designed, with no pain pills, no steroids, no drugs, and no downtime.
It was super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
Thanks to QC Kinetics, quality of life is just a lot better.
Definitely changed my life.
Call now to see if regenerative medicine could be the answer you've been looking for. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics have proven protocols that can give you lasting relief now, and the consultation is free.
Call QC Kinetics, 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. 352-400-4550.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring,